Hello everyone, today a video about the next patch we're getting. Since Gameforge gave us a version of Classic 2.4 content gated to level 50, it's hard to be 100% certain of what awaits us. Will we get the full 2.4 patch where the leveling got sped up like Korea and North America had, or a fake 2.0 with slower progression? For example, Unyielding Stormwing was added in 2.4 in NA, an instance where you just have an arena with an even stronger version of Stormwing inside, but it makes no sense to give it to Europe already. I don't know what fate has in store for us, but I wanted to do a video about it anyway because I know some stuff that could be useful to you if the experience is the same as the one I had on NA. You now understand everything in this video might be incorrect, so don't take what I say for granted. Now that the disclaimer is done, first point, both Asmo and Ilios have an order they can join that gives them PvP daily and weekly quests. The rewards are tokens, called Radiant or Crusader, and delivered by Radiant Ops or the Blood Crusade. They can then be traded for either crowns or Godstones bags. In Gelkmaros and Ingison there is a new order for each faction called Fortuneer and Demon. The daily quests they give are full PV and you get 1 token a day for them, but their weeklies gives you 2. At level 55, the Radiant and Crusader dailies may give you 2 tokens, same for the weeklies. What you have to know is that there is a Shugo in Silentera Canyon that can trade 6 Fortuneer or Demon for 6 Radiant or Crusader, meaning there's a way to get a 1-for-1 trade between PvE and PvP token. The most efficient way to use this for minimum hassle is to stay in the PvP order for the dailies and do the PvE weeklies. You'll earn the same amount of tokens. When your PvP daily doesn't please you, you can also leave the PvP order and join the PvE one. It's done in 10 minutes and is better than nothing. Now, how to use these tokens. The PvE Godstone pack only contain damage Godstones and not even the 3660 damage one. The PvP Godstone pack gives the status Godstones like Silence and Para. You do you, but when you won't need the AP anymore, I'd go for the PvP Godstone pack every time without a doubt. This is where most of the supply in NA came from because they didn't drop. The level 55 Greater Stigma slot requires you to buy the same item 5 times, but buying it has a 24 hours cooldown. The amount needed was reduced to 1 in NA patch 2.4. Do what you want with this information. In Lower Udas Temple, the gate behind Debil Karim opens, with a key dropped by the Jotuns. Don't believe the rumors that say they only drop from one kind of Jotun and not the other. I'd had it drop from all of them. Speaking of Lower Udas Temple, if you buy a fragment at the General Good Merchant, you'll be able to skip a big part of the instance. I know back in the days Beshmundir Temple was available as soon as you were level 53, but it is not the case here. You will need to be 55 in order to enter it, so don't count on it to level up. Many of you have stacked AP to take the level 55 stuff, but for that you need medals. Whatever their name is in the Gameforge translation, the Sapphire medals can be earned from sieges, but also by doing daily quests. In every fortress of Balorea you control, there is a NPC giving you 2 quests that will ask you to loot 15 items. The reward for each is a Sapphire medal, and if the fortress is on the enemy faction map, the reward is twice as much. Every 7 completions you get an extra platinum medal that has no use yet, but will be very useful when the next patch hit. Or you can also decide to trade it for Sapphire medals in your capital city. Medals you earn from quests are not tradable, but the one that you get from the sieges come in a bundle, that is. In a later patch you'll also have the possibility to trade tradable medals against untradable ones and money, but that isn't in the patch yet. There were several popular ways to level up on NA as the campaigns don't take you to level 55. The first one was spamming the Draupnir repeatable quest for 7 million XP with a Yaspa to die and deliver the quest multiple times in a run. This method was nerfed a lot in Europe as the instance was emptied from its mob. The second one was to duo or trio Udas. Be careful, mobs here hurt a lot and a leather or a cloth might not be enough to tank. The third way was mostly used at level 54 and is to spam a repeatable quest given in one of your fortress. I did the South Fortress one asking me to kill unicorns in the canyon, And of course the Asteria Roa repeatable are still worth. I saw Talok being suggested quite a lot, but the truth is, before the XP buff it had in a later patch on NA, it's not worth. Cleaning it will give you around half a level, and also you die a bit inside every time you enter. While you level up, prepare for Beshmundir by speaking to Teresa for Elios and to Ymir for Asmodeans. They will give you a chain of quests that will help in your leveling, but also reward you with a key to open Flarestorm's room, a boss who drops some eternal weapons and shield, but mostly a blue belt. This is not new, but did you know you could use all your reset scrolls instead of having them pile up in your warehouse? They'll add a permanent free entry that will be used by the game if you reach the weekly maximum. This is it for this video. I'm preparing a series of videos about Beshmundir Temple. I hope you're hyped.